Okay, so we have desktop and mobile. Right, so first we'll just look at desktop.
Okay.
So basically desktop, here's the new homepage. We have a mega menu, which I'll show you in a minute. Well, actually, I can walk through that now. So again, shop by tires, or shop tires, and in here we have by vehicle, by size, by type, by brand, by season, and performance. So these are all hard-coded. These are not dynamically built on any BigCommerce category list or anything, okay? So
Sure.
straight HTML for all those tabs. The by vehicle and the by size, these are reusing the SearchSpring widgets. So we will design these for SearchSpring, but SearchSpring will be powering these. Now we have an advanced UI that we've created for this that we mirrored off of one of our competitors. So let me start clicking on these things and you'll sort of see how it walks you through the steps. So when you click on by year, it brings a drop down here for all the different years. You can also type ahead to find the year. So let's type 2017 is the year. Then it moves on directly to the next field, make. So I'll pick Audi. Then it moves on to the next field, model. Then it moves on to the next field, option. Then it moves on to the next field, zip code, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can skip this. I can't skip this. Okay. So once you fill out all of those fields, right, then you go to show results and you can see the results, right? So we have the same type of widget by size, right, where it pulls up all the sizes and it walks you through step by step. Right, and again, SearchSpring powers the data, but we have to give them the UI to make this work, right?
Yep.
So that's kind of the tricky thing. It's in the mega menu. It also exists, and what's going to be primarily used are the widgets on the homepage, at least, to run through those searches. So again, we have the widgets fully working here, or not fully working, but again, same type of thing here where it walks you through the right, all the different fields, right, through this little UI. Right, so now we have all the fields filled in, right? Show results. So now here's where we start to add functionality that doesn't exist on Priority Tire today.
Mm-hmm.
Throughout the user's journey, we are going to be storing cookies or some other technical mechanism of what searches they have done most recently. So SearchSpring themselves is actually storing cookie data showing for each of the types of searches by vehicle and searches by size that a user does as cookies. So we are now going to leverage this search history and show that to the customer so that in this case, this customer shopped on the shop by vehicle tab, and we still have the same widget down here, right, to do a new search, but we're showing him his most recent 2 searches that he's done.
Mm-hmm.
And then he can, if he clicks this, it'll automatically execute, right, the search that he did. So the data to be able to do this is already available through SearchSpring because they're storing that. We are now just building into our UI a personalized experience showing their history.
Makes sense.
Does that make sense? Okay.
Yep.
So by size, we have the same type of, if I can get out of here. By size, we have the same kind of history that we'll show here, as you'll see. Let's walk through this real quick. Oh, so again, we have the same functionality here. Hold on. I think I have to go through this whole thing. Sorry. All right, let's see. Yep. So now we have the same tab that if I was someone who already did recent searches by size, they would be stored here to show to me. And
Absolutely.
I can either select one or just do a new search.
Got it. Yeah. So that's the new piece here is the fact that
Right.
after a search is performed, it's saving it up top while it's still letting you do new searches. Your previous searches are there and let you kind of shop into it.
Yes, and you will see this throughout the entire internal pages as well. So let me show you that.
Cool.
Okay, so that's the main search widget thing with Search Spring from the mega menu and from the main search widgets. So that's a big difference. The rest of the homepage is very similar, just a little bit different design. Nothing new here. No functionality, all just HTML content on the page. So let's jump now to a search result page. So okay, so we did a search using the widget for a size, right? So now here's the search result that we get back from Search Spring. So this is our UI for a search result page for size. I'll skip this section up here for a minute and I'll come back to it. I'll just show you sort of the main content block here for each search result. So again, we have very similar filters on the left, just a little bit of a different UI for that. Nothing too fancy here.
Sure.
Our main search result section here, again, we're just taking custom field values and then either showing little icons and values for those or not. These are our bullets here that we currently have on the live site. Everything here is pretty much the same. This is something that probably won't roll out in phase 1, where we're actually able to show delivery times. We're working with Search Spring on being able to do that, but that's the placeholder for that.
That's fine.
Yep, and then we have just a little sort of like a drop down here to show more tire specs. We sort of show more attributes of that product right there, if the user wants to see it. So just an expandable section showing more attributes. So all that data will be fed into Search Spring, so it's not a big deal for them to just display it, right?
Absolutely, yeah. You've got all the data points already. Then it's there. Yeah.
And we're sticking with standard pagination. We're not using the click to show more type of thing yet at this point. So nothing new functionality wise in terms of pagination. So let's go back up here to the personalization area here. So it knows shit. That's annoying. Sorry. Let me get back to that.
So far, so good from an Envision point of view demo. I'll give you credit.
Not so easy, as you know. Okay, so it knows that I've done a size recently for 295/30 Z20, right? So if I want to switch sizes, right, or vehicles, I have this little drop down here that sort of brings up my history, right? So this history will live on all category pages. So at any point in time, while I'm looking at a certain set of results for a certain category, I can switch to another size that I've searched for, another vehicle that I own.
Okay, so any search is performed or saved there, whether you're on a category or a search results page. It shows you which one you're searching within, and it also shows you your other options.
Yep. Or did it do a whole new one?
Does it max out at 6, or is there an opportunity to scroll?
Yeah, that's just up to a UI aesthetic. So right now, I think we were saying we're going to keep it at 6, just so we don't take the whole page. But I think Search Spring can support storing more in its cookie.
Okay.
So it's just a display issue.
Got it.
Okay, so that is our. Oh, I thought this worked. I guess not. Yeah. Okay, so that allows us on any category to be able to edit my history, right? My available history of saved searches or whatever. You can also clear the search here, which will just basically give you all, all the data that's not personalized based on your size, that kind of thing. Yep. Okay, so this actually brought me to a different page. Okay, let's go to, so that's pretty much a category page.
Yeah.
Okay, so on size categories on the live website today, we have a similar functionality here where we have a whole bunch of vehicles that fit that size. These are just bullets in the description of the category. So you guys have your own, we built our own little show and hide widget thing, to do this on the live site, but we just redesigned it here. So it's basically existing functionality, just changing the UI of that.
Is that going to be on a category and search results pages as well? That's always there?
Only size. Only size.
Okay, only size. Got it.
Yeah. Let me actually walk you through to the. So no, I don't want to do that. Sorry. So let me just go this way. So we have. Okay, these are all the navigation menus. Okay, so here's something. So when a customer does a search by vehicle, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have this intermediary page today on the site.
Correct.
That says, okay, you search for a vehicle, here are the sizes that fit your vehicle, right? So we've created a different UI for this page.
Okay.
Right? This list of these vehicle images, we have a database of every vehicle image. So all we need to do is basically give it a formatted URL that has the year, the make, and the model.
Understandable. So we're not displaying that tire image. It's actually displaying the vehicle image now.
The vehicle that they search for. Yeah.
Yep. Got it.
Yeah. So then here's the different front and rear combinations, right, that they can search for. And again, this is run by SearchSpring, right? I think this works down here. Just a little helper widget here that just kind of expands and collapses, that kind of thing.
Got it. Yeah. The revamped version of what currently displays.
This is new. So on different areas of the site, different locations, we have a button that will actually allow the customer to do a search. So it's basically the exact same widget as the homepage widget. Yep. It's just in a modal pop-up.
Okay, that makes sense. So wherever we see that, that's what that functionality.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yep.
Makes sense.
So here's another version of the search result page where we do not have multiple front and rear options. We just have multiple sizes.
Got it.
And then I'm going to start walking through just one by one page here, and I'll try to pick out what we haven't already talked about. So again, this is just search results for a vehicle here. No, search results for front and rear. But again, that's more SearchSpring, not you guys. Okay, so currently we have this other search by size category. And currently on the site, we're using like this draggable widget thing. So we're getting rid of that draggable widget. And now we're making it just more simple, I guess. So 17-inch, this is just a category page powered by SearchSpring, but again, it works as well as on BigCommerce, just showing the subcategories. So the parent category is 17-inch. The child category are all these sizes of 17-inch tires, right?
So in the current site right now, when I go over to search by size, I just want to, how did I navigate to that page that you were just showing me? Oh, all tire size. Okay, got it. Thank you. I missed that part. You cleared it up.
Yeah. So this is the widget that we'll no longer use, but
got it. All right.
It does the same thing, right?
Yep. Makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So these are all categories now. All the different types, all the different seasons, right?
Yep.
All that stuff. So basically, it's one template that you have to design that will look like this, right? So similar to what we have today, if we look at a shop by type passenger. So we have a bunch of content that we store in BigCommerce itself in the category description field here, right? So this lives outside of SearchSpring. In our new design, we basically have that same content block here, and we can show the same content just differently visually, right? But we can just expand and collapse that content section there.
Got it.
We will have a unique image for each category, right? Which we set up in the category itself, so that's easy. And as I just sort of, right-click through all these, it's just the exact same layout, in terms of the results. There's no changes. It's just
Got it.
image that's changing as I do this.
Quick question. That all makes sense. The landing page, however, for the shop by type, you had a landing page for that.
No. I
Okay.
don't.
There was some page where it was showing me passenger, truck, SUV,
Oh,
right
yes.
there, that
Sorry,
one.
you are correct. Yep. So this shows all the different types, right?
Okay, but how would we get to this page? Because right now we're doing it all via the mega menu. There's no landing page for shop by type right now,
Right here.
currently.
Yeah. So
Okay,
the
so
new mega menu, we have that there, I guess.
got it. All right, new mega menu. There's one extra button that instead of directly going into passenger, you can do a shop by type, and it takes you to that landing page. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Same as all these other ones as well. Yeah.
Perfect. Got it.
Now I may not be able to get back to where we just were. Let's see. Okay. All right. So we have all these by type. Okay. Here's something that's going to be new functionality-wise, but I think it's very easy technically. So when we're on a category, right? So this is not a search result. This is a category, a BigCommerce hierarchical parent-child category page, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So these are by type racing tires. What we're going to do is, instead of just showing all products that are in BigCommerce racing tires category, we are actually going to apply a filter to that. So again, based on the customer's recent searches, right? So in this case, we know he just did a search for this vehicle, and we know the appropriate size, right, for that vehicle. So what we're going to do is we are actually going to filter these results down here based on his vehicle. And the way we're going to do that is exactly like if I were to go to the site here today. So let's say I'm at passenger tires, or let's just go to racing. Hold on, let's just do this accurately here. So I'm on
type
racing here. So this is the exact same page, right, that we're looking at in the new design. But what's happening is, since there's a cookie that says that my vehicle, that my tire size on my car is this, right?
It pre-selects those filters.
It will pre-select that filter on our new design here, right, like I did here. So it shows me that this size is already, we already know his vehicle has this size.
So only if they have previously searched for a size, and then they navigate to
a category page.
Yep, a category page. So if there's no cookie previously for searching by size, then nothing
will show all.
It'll show all. But if they have a size saved in their cookie, and let's say they did multiple searches for size, it would just be the most recent one.
Most recent, yeah.
Got it. Most recent cookie for size displays then in actual category pages.
Yeah.
Unless I'm searching by size again.
Yeah, and we allow them to either clear their, we'll make this more clear, this word click here.
Sure.
But basically I'll say to clear their personalization, they can do it here or by clicking here.
Yeah. Got it. Makes sense.
So this will be true on every type of category page throughout the site.
Makes sense.
And we know we can do it because when we look at the URL of how they do that, all we have to do is just massage the size by using ASCII. They replace percentage signs with dollar signs, I think is the way they do that, whatever. So
that's fine.
So whatever. So technically we'll be able to do that pretty easily in terms of just picking out the cookie and then feeding that into the search spring for their URL that they generate here.
Makes sense. I'm with you.
Okay, so that was a big personalization thing that rides throughout all these. Okay. Mm-hmm. So by brand, so we have this page currently on the site. Shop.
Show all brands.
Show all brands. So this page is similar. Now the one thing that we're doing here to make it better is, all right, so we're showing popular brands. This is just a hard-coded list here, right? Just
okay.
Now we have all the brands, just like we have on the current site here. You can type ahead like we currently have on the current site.
Yep.
But below this, oops, my bad. Okay, so pretty much same page. Let's pick a brand. So now we picked on Michelin, right? So here's the new layout for the Michelin page. We actually are including a button here to show all Michelin tires.
Okay.
A big complaint on the website today is when you go by brand and let's say Michelin or whatever, BF Goodrich we'll use. When you go here, we're not giving the customer a way to look at all BF Goodrich tires. We're making them pick a model first. So that's annoyed a lot of people. So in the new design, we're giving them a way to actually sidestep the whole hierarchical parent-child selection and just see all Michelins here. Okay.
Got it.
But down here, we still let them pick the model if they want to do that. Now this is new. Not only are we going to dynamically insert all of the models based on the parent-child relationship, we are also going to embed our quote-unquote search results below that. Okay, so actually what this button will do, will just scroll them down to this section.
Okay.
So this is just like a search result page for a certain brand, right? For Michelin, but we're embedding it onto this category page.
Yeah, got it. So this is essentially a search results page that has a lot of extra functionality at the top.
Yeah, it's you know, the parent page is by brand, the child is Michelin. We're showing all of Michelin's children, right, on the page, just like we're doing here, where we're showing all BF Goodrich's children here. But now below this, we're adding a whole section of actual search results.
Yep, it's been filtered down.
Michelin, yeah.
I'm with you.
And I did test this within BigCommerce, basically just copying and pasting some code that you guys have that we show, you know, the regular search results, and it does work. So there is no limitation in terms of BigCommerce of showing both a hierarchical children and full search results on the same URL.
Got it.
So, okay, so that's so that's new, is that we're actually showing all of the brands, you know, results below these children categories.
I'm
right?
following you loud and clear. New
Right. Good.
functionality right there.
Yep. So here is a model page. So now I went to Michelin. I picked Premier XLT as the drill down, and it's just a regular search result for that. Ignore that page. So again, here's just by season. So here is the top level, right, by season that you looked at. Here's all seasons, right? Winter, summer. Again, same template. Like you don't have to redo any of these. It's just one design for you guys.
Was there a shop by season landing page? Just like so there's a landing page for shop by season now too.
Only in the mega menu. Yeah.
Yeah, in the mega menu, exactly. Yeah, right now we just go in the mega menu. We go right to all season, summer, winter. Right. Now there's a landing page. Okay, got it.
Yeah. Oops. Okay. Okay. So believe it or not, we have made our way through all categories, search results, search by vehicle with the unique middle landing page to pick your size. So we've gone through every way to get to a product page now. So now we're at the new product page. Let me just scroll down through the page first, and then I'll show you kind of some of the interesting things.
Sure.
So again, here, pretty standard layout in terms of what we have currently today. We're going to roll out with the road hazard insurance, which the functionality was already built by the team. We just have it hidden right now. Everything here is the same. Again, this functionality won't be ready for going live, but that's okay. As we scroll down now, we have this section here. We're doing a long page, like an Amazon page.
Yep. Instead
of tabs. So we have like a shortcut bar here that can scroll you right to that section. And then forgive this design again, you know, envision you can't really do things the way the live site would be. But picture this being the actual fixed bar, like you're going to see somewhere. Hold on. Where'd you go?
It will be sticky, right, on the top of the page?
Yes.
It'll follow you.
Yeah. Once you scroll to that section down to the cart, once you get past here, it will become sticky at the top.
Just those tabs though.
Well, the whole row.
And
Just like we see there. Perfect. All right,
Yeah.
got it.
And there is a Envision page that does have it sticky, where I can actually click these to show you what.
Right, so it's
So
kind of like
here's just-
it's a little bookmarking functionality up there. So
Yeah.
that's just moving you up and down the page.
Yeah, just scrolling up and down. So description, while we have all this text already in the description, we don't have this. We're going to try and dynamically insert this, which is the same picture of the tire here, but that's a low priority, but we'll work on that later. We have the reviews already from Yacht Post, same thing. Content, compatible vehicles, we already have all this content. Similar tires and recently viewed. This content will be pulled in from a third-party tool, ConvertCart.
Okay.
Okay, so you don't have to worry about coding this. You don't have to worry about making it work. You just have to give us the layout, right?
I gotcha.
And then that's it. So that's pretty standard product page. Just the difference is as we scroll to a certain point past the add to cart, then we get a top sticky, which will just have hyperlink, scroll down, things like that. So let's go to the next page here. Okay. One thing also importantly, again, the whole personalization thing. This is the default state. A vehicle has not yet been selected. So this could happen if the customer navigated to a product through the menu and didn't do a search. This can happen if the customer landed on a landing page on Google, right? And it brought them right to an internal page and they've never done a search on the site before. So the default no cookie personalized state looks like this, okay? Add a vehicle to shop products that are compatible. And then you can click here and that would pop up that widget in the middle of the screen to do that.
The little homepage widget.
Yeah.
Got it.
Let me just make sure. Shit. I got to avoid the menu. Sorry. Let me see something here. No, okay. All right. So let's see if this is the page. All right. So this is showing now when the user has selected a size previously. So we're on the product page still, but we know that they selected this size. And we're actually showing them a message here that the size of this tire matches. I'm sorry, this is not very clear because we just used a standard size on all of our layouts, but imagine, if you will, that this tire size does match what they search for.
Sure.
Okay, so we're giving them a message letting them know, yes, it's compatible. Here's for a vehicle showing, yes, it's compatible with that vehicle. Here's an example of where the size that they picked, the tire they're looking at, is not compatible with the size that they recently searched for. Okay, and if that's the case, then we give them this button here that they can click to actually execute a search that just searches for this size.
Okay, so it's literally just pulling into a search results page with that size that's selected. All right.
Yep. What is this one showing? Vehicle not compatible with the vehicle instead of the size. Here's the one where I was showing with the sticky, where there should be clickable links, but it's not working right now. But all right.
Oh, that's clear though.
Yeah. What is this? Earmarks. Okay, so on different category pages, we're using earmarks in the top left corner, and then we're bringing that over to the product page as well.
Okay.
So our designs will have that in there for you. Right?
Got it. Little badges.
May I ask what the default sort order is?
Currently with SearchSpring, we have it sorted by quantity in stock.
I was just about to ask if it was quantity. All right, cool.
Yeah.
That is already a feature in existing site.
Yeah. Yeah. So let me see what this was. This is okay. So this is a product page when they came from a search results, I guess is why we're showing that. Okay, here's something new. that we actually are doing on best used tires today, but we're not doing it on priority tire. So our heat maps and our user tracking studies find that when a customer comes to the website from a Google Shopping ad, where they search for a specific tire, right? We land them on a product page, right? Because that is what Google Shopping does, right? It'll put you on a product page.
Absolutely.
But there's a good chance that the product page we land them on is not the exact correct tire for them, because it might be the wrong size, the wrong model, whatever. But we find a lot of bounces due to that. So what we do on best used tires that we're going to start doing now is we are going to, okay, we are going to, let me make sure this is the right page, yes. When they land, if we're going to sniff the refer from where they came from, and if we sniff that they came from a Google, either organic or shopping, any kind of paid ad, right, or even organic, we are going to show them a drop-down banner, a slide-down banner after like 2 seconds delay. And this is basically telling them that we have other tires of the same size, right, that they can view here. So this is sort of like other items you may like, recommended items. It's that same functionality. And the only unique key that we're using here is the tire size, because that's what people determine if they can fit it on their car, is the size. Doesn't matter if it's a Michelin or a BF Goodrich, that doesn't matter, right? So we have, again, our third-party ConvertCart has the code to do the math to figure out what tires to show. We just need to give the UI here of how that will be displayed.
Got it.
So this is a 2-second delay showing, these different sizes with a scroller here to show more.
How it populates.
Yeah, and then we can click a button here to actually execute a search, which is easy for that size dynamically, dropped in there. And I think that's what makes this page unique. This is a static content page. Okay, let me think about what I've missed here. Any questions on the product page? I know there's a lot there, but not too much has really changed other than.
Yeah, I don't think I have any questions. I mean, that's pretty well explained.
Okay. All right, so now we're at the cart finally. We are, okay. Daniel, we are getting rid of the pop-up modals for adding to cart. So we're not going to implement that into the new version. So we have it currently on the live site on the category pages and on the product pages, but we are getting rid of that functionality. So, whoops. So if they add an item to a cart,
our little add to cart kind of confirmation pop-up. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's a pretty
right now there is somebody pop up. Right now there is somebody.
So on the category, we have this modal, so we're getting rid of this. We're actually going to just bring them right to the cart. So if they click add to cart here, we just bring them to the cart. Same thing on the product page. We get rid of the modal here, make our lives easier, just bring them right to the cart.
Got it.
Yep. Okay, so here is our cart. And should be pretty simple at the outset. We changed the header to get rid of all the noise. So no mega menu on the cart through the cart. We let them log in from here. We are using still this pop-up login that we have from a third party who implemented that for us. Let me go there just to show you how it is working today, just so you know it's. So I'm on the cart here. If I click on this login here to sign in, we get a pop-up login.
Very cool.
This actually works, and it keeps them on the same page.
Yep.
So a third-party company, I bought that for like $40 or whatever the heck it cost me.
No, it's a fantastic addition.
Yeah. So we'll use that here. Okay, so the big change here, so we have the cart basket over here, the items over here, and on the right side, we'll have a fixed order summary. So if this were to scroll down, this whole section on the right would always stay with me in the same space.
All right, got it.
Yeah. So this is very different than what we're doing here, and it affects you and it doesn't affect you. So let me show you why. So we're giving the customer the ability to do the standard thing, which is just ship it to my house, right? Or they can ship to an installer. So we are building an entire installer network, just like Tire Rack does. And basically, this goes outside of what you're working on, but I'll just show it to you so you know what's happening. If they're gonna pick an installer, every page you see from here till we get back to the cart is happening on a separate server. Okay. So we have a custom PHP application, custom database, just for all this installer functionality. So you don't have to worry about anything that's happening here, because all cookies and things that are going to be set that you will actually need to pick back up again on the cart will be set for you right in the app here, on these pages that you don't control.
Got it. That makes sense.
So right, so pretty simple steps here. The customer will enter a zip code or will sniff it. They'll get a set of search results of installers near them. They ship to a certain installer. They pick a time on the calendar when they want to get that done. I can find one here. They go to complete their order. Now we are back on the cart. So you're going to notice that on step 1 of the cart, when we first got there, this whole section wasn't there, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now that the customer has decided to pick a installer, they filled out all the information of which location they picked, the appointment time, all that information is here, right? They picked all that. We set cookies with all this data, right? So now when we come back to the cart to check out, we need your code to look for these cookies and then, show this on the cart page and then pull in this content from the cookies on the cart page.
Got it. But those pages, the installer pages, are nothing we need to worry about. It's
No,
just the cart page just needs to be able to recognize.
Yep.
Got it.
Do we need to take care of
It's not
UI,
pulling
or
costs.
UI is also not required?
Ask again, sorry.
Do we need to take care of those page UI? I mean, like responsive and the styling of those pages, or like your team will handle it?
No, nope, we will do all that.
Yeah, we don't have to even touch those. All right, cool.
Yeah. So, and that's it. If they click checkout, then the Bolt modal takes over. Let me see if I get to an order summary page. Yes. Okay. So this is for us too. Once an order has been placed, we have a little bit more robust of a order confirmation screen than we have today, where we show the items, the total, and then in this case, the customer just shipped it to his address.
Mm-hmm.
In this case, the customer went through the whole installer process, and now we show him just as a sort of confirmation, all the installer information here.
Got it.
So hopefully, since we have all this stuff in cookies, you can pull it into this order confirmation screen.
Okay.
And then I believe you can pull in order information onto the order confirmation screen as well. Daniel, is that correct?
Can you please repeat it?
Yeah, today on the order confirmation screen, we don't show any.
Yeah,
like
we don't. Yeah, we didn't. Like we are not showing right now these things.
but we can technically, right?
Yes. We have to, technically we have to enable developer checkout to get the access of this order confirmation page.
Okay.
But as you are not using checkout page, but still we have to enable to get this access here.
Okay. Yep. Okay. So one thing just to be clear is though we are using on the live site the optimized one-page checkout if the customer pays with PayPal.
Yes, if they are using PayPal. So that is my second question. Like, if we are having some customization on order confirmation page, and if it is not like we don't have access on one page optimized checkout, then we must have to use, developer checkout. But we can give the same look of one page optimized checkout if you want. That's the question.
Yeah, I think we'd like to do it sort of like the same way we're doing it now, where we are using the actual optimized one-page checkout for PayPal, because we're taking care of it on the cart page is where they're deciding if they're going to use Bolt or not, right? So
what Daniel getting at is, in order to get that data into the order confirmation page, it would need to. We wouldn't be using the pre-made optimized one-page checkout from BigCommerce. We'd have to use their developer checkout, but Daniel can make it will look and function the same. So it's not going to be the one that's pre-selected in BigCommerce's back end, but we can make it work the same.
Okay, because there are reasons that we have to actually pre-select the optimized one-page checkout option in the back end, because BigCommerce is a bitch about, certain pieces of functionality with Braintree don't work unless you select optimized one-page checkout as an available checkout method. You follow me?
Let me see, Matt, with the team, Mike, and let's see like what we can do with this one. And we must have a lot of questions, so don't worry.
Yes. I mean, this is a lot for you guys. This is going to be a lot for you guys to consume in one session, because it's hard for me to consume it.
For me, I know like a lot of things we already develop on this one, but there are a lot of things as well in this one. So like I have to sit with the developers to look into these things,
Okay. Yeah, but we just need to double check to make sure that when we go to developer checkout, although we can get the order confirmation page data, that it's not messing up with PayPal and Braintree and how they operate. They're a nice fit for one page, but we have to just make sure it's not messing with anything.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, if you come back and tell me, Matt, in order to get you a pretty order confirmation page, it's going to be an extra, 20 hours of work to custom code everything through an API with the developer checkout, then maybe I'll tell you that doesn't make sense, right?
Sure.
So, but this is a low priority in terms of everything else that we've kind of looked at here.
Got it.
So I think we've gone through the entire desktop. I don't know if we should go through the whole mobile, or if I should just show you a little bit of the mobile, just to give you a feel, because we will need to do it at some point, whether it's today or tomorrow, because it's definitely going to affect how many hours you're going to have in your mind in terms of how much work you have to do, because there's a lot of, I wouldn't call this site 100% responsive. Everything is responsive in the site, but when you see the mobile now, you're going to realize that it's almost what I would call like a hybrid.
Sure. We allocated an hour for the meeting. I know I still have some time, but Daniel and Brandon, I don't know their schedules. Do you guys need to, would you guys prefer to just hop on the same call tomorrow to go through mobile?
We can do that. It's up to Dan.
Daniel, that would work better for you?
Yeah, that would work better, because I have other schedules.
Yeah, I know. Matt, is that okay for you if we just do 1 p.m. tomorrow and go and finish it off?
Yep.
Cool. All right, great.
Let me show you this real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, I'll send over a calendar invite for tomorrow. And Daniel and Brandon, 1 p.m. Eastern works for you guys tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I'm flexible. I don't have anything scheduled at that time. I do not believe. I'll double check right now.
No, I'm looking at your calendar. You don't.
Oh, yeah. Nope, cool. I'm good.
All right, cool.
Okay. So we'll do mobile tomorrow.
Yep.
One last thing here for the desktop is one of the major weaknesses we have currently is our inability to show a sale throughout the entire website.
Oh.
So what we built into the design is basically this bar here, this banner, would be like, in the back end today, we have the promotional banner. There's a homepage top, homepage bottom, that kind of thing that a marketing person can go in and edit.
Mm-hmm.
We need something like that to where we can swap this out or get rid of it easily. And it will affect all pages of the site, except the probably the checkout, the cart. But So the UI that I was showing you here is basically showing that here's how it will look when we have a sale running.
Mhm.
And if we don't have a sale running, it will look like that. Basically just gets rid of it. You know,
Perfect.
it's the
Right.
same layout. It just gets rid of it. And this would be on the inner category pages as well, and product page everywhere.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Makes sense.
it would be nice if we could use, you know, one of the two slots, because on the homepage, I don't see how, I think probably the only slot that we would need in terms of being able to edit it as a marketer is this slot here. So this could be homepage bottom banner, right? And then I'm not sure if you could do it, but if we can create some type of, if you can reuse that widget, the handlebar for the homepage top banner throughout the entire inner templates of the category pages, the product page. I'm not sure if you can do that in terms of having visibility to that handlebar or not, but that's something that we need to figure out, because right now we're forced to use Privy or some other, you know, paid pop-up tool
Sure.
to do those kind of site-wide promotions.
Yeah,
So,
the functionality doesn't seem too wild. However, I'll just make sure Daniel is kind of looking into making that happen as well, and what needs to go into that.
all right, I think that was the last tricky thing. But
Awesome. Well, I mean, I know I really appreciate the detail of the demo. I recorded the call.